Cool. When you're ready, I'm ready.
Cool. I got sleep in my eyes.
All right, here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum, talking with the one and only Matt Nathanson before the 3rd annual Feeling Better Than Ever Fine Festival. Matt, welcome to Cleveland.
Thanks, dude. It's good to be
Great.
here. Totally fun.
Great. So how was the tour of the museum?
Oh, it was crazy. We didn't do the museum as much as we did the archive room.
Right.
So it was like we did all the
you
stuff
went the
that was
secret
like
archive, the stuff that nobody sees. We were just talking about
it
that
was
a little
pretty
earlier.
cool. They had actually, corpses and stuff of your favorite rockers.
Corpses,
they just sort of
yeah.
wheeled them out.
Frozen
Things
bodies.
you couldn't show. Yeah.
So
Body parts.
Great.
Arms of heroin addict guitar players, just the arms.
Great. Steal anything from there?
Yeah, I took a couple things.
Couple.
I can't fit into the Britney panties, but
No.
I took. They look good on me.
They look good on you? Yeah. We'll have the pictures for you later.
Yeah.
So, also today in Cleveland is your good friend George W. Bush. You have an occasion to meet him.
Oh, no, is he here today?
He is here in Cleveland today. I believe he was actually at the museum earlier.
He was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame today?
I believe so. He was next door at the Browns Stadium. Yeah, you didn't
I'm
get
sure
around
he's a
into
very
him.
nice guy.
I'm sure he had some things to say to him.
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Oh.
We decided that if he was someone's dad that we were friends with, he'd probably be a funny guy to like go over and see at the house.
Oh yeah,
He'd be
little
there.
cowboy.
He'd be
yeah.
like, "Hey, how are you?" He'd be like, crack a funny joke or something, and then he'd say some homophobic comment under his breath maybe, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's cool. He's just homophobic and he's someone's dad." Unfortunately, he runs our country.
All right, I got to ask you this: why are all musicians Democratic, and why is every musician trying to remove Bush?
Well, I don't know if that's true.
Oh, it's true.
Because Ted Nugent is very much not into Bush.
Oh,
is into Bush and not into anybody else. I don't know how that works. I don't know why that is. I also have a theory that why it's terrible. I'm not going to say it.
No, go ahead. No one's going to see this anyway.
Yeah, no, it's good.
All right.
It's fine. Don't quite understand why everybody that I meet that's young, that's a Democrat, is like very in touch and very intelligent, and everybody that I meet that's a young Republican is sort of like a Nazi. Okay, cool.
Bush Cheney 04.
Great.
Yeah.
Bringing it on.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this is your first time here at the museum? Have you been here before?
I've been here a bunch of times, actually.
Really?
I came a bunch because there was a U2 exhibit about a year ago, and U2 is my favorite band of all time. So I was here quite a bit. Because we tour so much that we came through Cleveland a bunch of different times.
Sure.
And so yeah, I've been a couple times. It's a blast. But this was the coolest actually, because it's the kind of thing where like I spent the whole day here the last time, so to be only here for like an hour and a half is sort of like a crime. Yeah. Especially to have access to all that stuff that we had access to.
Is this your first time in the archives?
Oh yeah,
Was it?
It was the bomb. I remember the passcode, so I'll be there again later.
All right,
tonight,
you can share that with us a little later.
Yeah,
we'll
that'll be
sneak
good.
up there. Yeah. So you mentioned U2, but what about other music influences? Who are your favorites?
U2 is my REM. U2, the band. Stuff that I've been listening to. I bought the new Ashley Simpson record.
Oh, did you? Pieces of Me. Hell yeah, good song.
That is a great song, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I bought
Excellent.
Ashley Simpson. I bought the new Roots. I bought
right.
the Van Halen Greatest Hits. Just a bunch of stuff. I bought just a lot of records, like Total Music nerd, like to the biggest nerdiest degree. Yeah.
So are you gonna be doing any Ashley Simpson covers for us tonight?
Maybe. I've been thinking about dropping So Yesterday into my set because I'm a Hillary Duff fan.
Oh yeah.
I like to sort of spotlight the real talent.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
During my set,
Sure.
because I feel like we have to send it on to the people so they can hear it.
So are you collaborating with either of them anytime soon?
Oh
Recording
my God,
with,
I would love to collaborate with both of them. No, I don't think we're going to be kicking it anytime soon, unfortunately for me.
Yeah.
But that's happening.
All right, what was your favorite exhibit here on the tour today?
Today they brought out a bunch of my favorite, the last couple times I've been here have been things like, not so much like, it's more like that's the guitar that was played when Robbie Robertson wrote such and such song, or it's like those are the kind of things that really blow my mind. Like those are here are the production notes that Brian Eno wrote during The Unforgettable Fire that like detail, things, and I know those records so intimately that to be able to sort of sit there and look at the details that they, it's pretty fascinating stuff. So I really dig that. There's a Jeff Buckley exhibit upstairs where he's written out lyrics on, like receipts, sales receipts.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
letters
I got
people.
some hotel stationery up there too. Yeah,
and that
pretty
stuff
cool
is pretty
stuff.
cool. So.
So right now, currently on tour with Howie Day and O.A.R. How's that going for you?
It's been fun, totally fun. We're all friends, so it's just like a big summer camp of.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like
you guys getting a lot of trouble on the road?
R-rated summer camp.
Yeah.
Only because we get naked and we run around. Not with anybody but ourselves. It's like Lord of the Rings. Or no, not Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Flies. It's like Lord of the Rings too, actually. They're all kind of small.
Yeah. So have you kicked out of any hotels yet?
No.
Wreck anything? Just
no, nothing too good. We almost, no, we didn't get to crap in anything or that's rock and roll, crapping in your hotel room or something, just throwing it around. Yeah. We didn't get to do any of that stuff. We haven't really been living it like we should, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
If you were there as sort of our crazy director, you know what I mean? You were like showing us what to do. You were like, break this mirror, crap here, that kind of stuff. We could really use that kind of direction.
I am. I'm not doing anything right now.
I'm down.
Available for hire.
I'm down with that.
All right. Sounds good. We'll make arrangements after the interview.
That's what we're going to do then.
All right. What kind of venues guys playing on this tour?
They've ranged from like a little like 1,300 seat clubs like in Omaha. Or where were
they play concerts in Omaha?
Yeah. We were in Omaha, and then Canes is in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Wow.
So we've played like 1,000-seat rooms, and then like PNC Music Center and whatever in Boston. There's Fleet Pavilion. It's like 7,000, 8,000. So it's run the gamut.
So how do you approach shows? Opposed to when you're doing the small ones and then the big venues.
It's all kind of the same. It's like just kind of try and keep the intensity up and try and connect with everybody. Like try and really reach out and make a connection, because the show, when you just play the show, it can get to you can play real well and get it to a nice spot where everything's at a good level and everybody's having a good time. But if you can connect with people, then it sort of takes it to a place that you can't get there yourself, Do
you find it more difficult to do that at the larger venues, to connect with people?
No, it's been pretty cool. The O.A.R. crowd is pretty cool, like super interactive and super wanting to be there. So it's been pretty easy. Cool. Yeah.
Cool. I know you like to ramble a lot between songs. That's great. You ever think about doing stand-up comedy if you weren't a musician?
Oh boy, hell no.
No?
If I wasn't a musician, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably teach English or something.
Really?
Yeah. But no stand-up comedy. That's a tough road, dude.
Yeah.
That's a no fun gig.
As opposed to the easy road of being a musician.
Yeah. Every day is like it's like getting up. It's like, oh, here's another. You get on our jet. We have the masseuse.
Right.
And then we sort of get flown there, and then the caviar. It's easy pretty much.
Yeah. Speaking of, how's your tour style changed since you've got the record deal? What was it before, back in the early days when you were financing your own tours and your records?
It's all still the same tour. It's like the record label has little to do with the touring aspect of what I do. So it's like it's just been kind of this neat build, like this slow build of. First, I started in a rental car by myself. Then I started with a rental car and Matt Fish, my merch person, tour manager. Then Matt Fish and a merch person, tour. Then a from, and then a trade. So I've sort of been graduating up, and now we're at now we've got 3 jets and 4 semis and like 250 people working under me.
Yeah.
So I don't see anywhere else but down from here. But it's been good.
I know you like to mix up your set list a lot, which is nice, and do some covers. How do you pick that, and how soon do you do it before the show?
We usually write the set list before, but the cover stuff kind of just happens on its own.
Oh, really?
Like sometimes they're the covers that we know, that we learn as a band, like Starfish and Coffee maybe, or something, like that.
Sure.
But like when we'll bust into Enrique Iglesias, or maybe like a Darkness tune, or like
The Darkness. Get your hands off my woman. Want to sing a little bit
for
us right now?
You got to do it, and I'll just sing the motherfucker part.
Get your hands off of my woman, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's good.
Awesome.
That's nice. That's
great. You gonna bust that one out tonight on stage?
Maybe. I've got a cat suit, and I'm not
suit.
opposed to zipping it all the way down to the special place.
You guys ever busted out Freebird?
No. Hell no. That's sacrilege. You can't bust out Freebird when people yell Freebird, or they'll keep yelling it.
I know.
Sweet Home Alabama. Sure, we'll do that.
Right. No Freebird, though.
No, bust into something else. 3 steps. Anything other than the one they want.
Yeah.
You don't want to egg a drunk on. That's not where it's at.
That's right.
Tom Petty or Bryan Adams.
Yeah. Bryan Adams, maybe.
Bryan Adams, yeah. That spontaneous rambling you do. Now, be honest with me here. Is that something that really just comes on the spot, or is that stuff you're up on the tour bus or up in the hotel and you're like, damn, I got to think of something funny I got to say, and you just write stuff out and kind of read off a script, or is it something you really just come up with while you're on stage?
In Ireland, there's a stone. Have you ever heard of it? Called the Blarney Stone.
Not
it is
you're
supposed to. It's in a castle, and it's supposed to be. It's a myth that if you go there, people go there all year round, and you get upside down, and they push you out, and you kiss it. You're supposed to kiss the Blarney Stone, and once you kiss the Blarney Stone, it's supposed to give you the gift of the gab.
Ah.
My father likes to say that someone wedged a chunk of the Blarney Stone up my ass. So it is not.
You should really see somebody about that.
Yeah, well, I don't think I should because it sort of works. So that's the rambling stuff is just kind of how I am. It's just all good. If I did drugs or I drank, I think it would be a different story. I'd probably be thrown up a lot and probably out on I'd probably be naked and jumping on top of people during the set or something like bad.
That might not be.
So for me, it's like the rambling is about as crazy as it gets.
Cool. Let's talk about your new record, Beneath These Fireworks. That was your first major label release. Congratulations on your deal, by the way.
Thanks.
So, how did you approach that differently? Since you got to do that for the label, do you have to compromise at all your writing or what you wanted to do with it?
No. That was why I did the deal. Because I've been doing it for so long that I wasn't in any. I don't have any desire to do anything for anybody else. So it was pretty much like I partnered up with the label to do it, and they gave me complete control, so it was cool.
Oh,
so I just put the songs on that I wanted and picked the musicians I wanted and the studios I wanted and all that stuff. It was totally fun.
Great. Was it all new material on the album, or did you?
No, I redid some older stuff just because I felt like. Just because I wanted to do it. It was kind of thing. And the producer that I picked kind of went through. He came and saw a couple shows and kind of was like, "That song's great." What? And I was like, "Oh, that's on an older record." And then he'd listen to it and he'd be like, "Oh, we can do that better." That kind of stuff. Great. So it was fun.
Great. What were the differences between the albums that you had to do on your own as opposed to what advantages did you have with this label deal?
Oh, dude, the money that they gave me, which to them probably wasn't very much money.
Right.
It felt like the most money ever. It's the kind of thing where like it was the difference between that drum take is good enough, let's just do it.
Right.
Which is what happens when you make records by yourself.
Right.
And that amp and that guitar, let's just do okay, that's fine, let's move on. It's like with this record we could kind of be like, oh no, let's get this right. We let things cook and get the players that I've always wanted to have play, and everybody just sort of hung out for like a month, and it was a really nice
Cool.
It was a nice vibe.
When'd you find the time to do that? You're always on the road.
I know. Took a couple months off in between.
Oh,
Took a month and a half off, then went back out on tour, then took a month off to fix things and mix, and then went out and then did some remixes, and then was finished. So it was sort of like in and out.
Cool. Your CD, you're such a goofball, kind of funny man on stage, but your CD kind of has a more serious aspect. Do you think is that a concern of yours that fans maybe check out your live show and say, hey, I got to check out the CD, and they put it in and it's not at all what they expect?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a concern, but I'm sure it happens. Yeah. It's just the kind of thing where, like, I don't want to entertain people it's not entertaining to me to get up and just play your songs if they're all depressing.
Right.
When people don't know who you are, and you're just sort of like, hey, here's another song about heartbreak. Hey, here's another song about being miserable. Hey, you ever thought about killing yourself? That gets kind of old. So for me, it's more like I want to entertain. I don't want to be like certain, some singer-songwriters just get up and they're just like, this is me. Yeah. I'm going to be very serious. And it's just like, that's fucking boring.
Right. All right, so you're on the Everfine Festival today. A lot of different types of bands coming in. Some of them might not really be familiar with you. And again, on the tour with O.A.R. and Howie Day, maybe some people coming out don't know Matt Nathanson.
Yeah.
What do you want them to take away from these shows? What do you want them to be your first impression on
I'd
them?
like all of them to want to name their children after me. I mean,
really?
like either Matt or Matilda.
Matilda? Yeah. That's a good one, too. Like, name the guys Matilda and the guys.
Yeah, the ladies.
Guys Matilda, the girls Matt.
Or either way, it depends. It's 2004.
Mix it up.
Men
yeah,
can be Matilda.
Mix and match.
What the hell?
Yeah.
And I'd like them to want to give me money, like just randomly hand me $100 bills.
Hang on.
I'd like the ladies to take their tops off. I mean,
really?
just these kind of things are what I want from the. Is that wrong?
Yeah. No. Here you go. There's some money right there. Yeah.
No, I just want people to have a good time, and I kind of it's all about spreading the word, pretty much. So that's my thing. I'd love it if I could impact people even just a little bit. The kid naming thing would be nice as well.
That would be great.
Just a legion of Matildas.
Yeah. See a sporadic increase
in
naming
Matt.
of kids Matt.
Yeah. Gift
Everyone's
of God
gonna
in
be
Hebrew.
Matt.
What the hell?
That's right. Exactly. All right, Matt. We know you got to go. You got a show here in less than 4 hours.
Yeah,
good luck tonight. By the time you're watching this, the show's probably been over for a week or two. But
and shame on you for not coming.
You got a headlining tour?
Shame on you for not coming. I'll be back in the fall for sure, and you should check out the website, mattnathanson.com. Go download some songs.
Great.
Hang out. Go to the special area where you can see me and the farm animals.
Yes.
Takes $15, but it's worth
Yeah.
it.
All right, everybody, be sure to check out Matt's new CD, Beneath These Fireworks, in stores now. Catch him on tour this fall. Matt Nathan.